Hello everyone and welcome to MHS Sports on MHTV. I'm Jess Burton and tonight we're at Rocket Arena on the campus of Salem State University as the Headers boys hockey team takes on the Masconomet Chieftains. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner and bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. And stay tuned to the end of the game when I'll announce a Marblehead Sports Shop player of the game. Well, we should be in for a fun one tonight between the Headers and the Chieftains, and there's a lot on the line. It seems like every game we do, there's a lot on the line. Tonight, the Headers can win the NEC with a victory. They have won 5 straight and 10 of their last 11 games, and the student section is already fired up for this one. Masco comes into the game just 3-12 on the season, but these two teams played a tight game just 3 weeks ago. It was a 2-1 win by the Headers at Masco's place. Pretty good start for the Headers right there with a shot that was on target and deflected into the corner. So on paper, with the records, with the Headers coming in number 3 now in Division III after the 5-game winning streak. They are 15-2-1 against the 3-12 Chieftains. This should be an easy matchup, but the pressure's on tonight because the NEC title is on the line. That one's dumped in by number 8, Crew Monaco. The Headers have already changed lines from the original 5 that started the game, which was Captain Sean Dolan and Will Sullivan with Ivan Radovsky, London McDonald, and Max King. And of course in net is Leo Burge. And who's been better or hotter than Leo? It would be tough to find somebody. He is 15-2-1 as the Headers are with a 1.24 goals against average and 7 shutouts this season. The Headers are coming off a game against Gloucester, a 5-4 win. 4 goals given up was their most they've given up in any contest so far this winter. Through 18 games, they gave up, through 16 games, they only gave up 18 goals. They have now played 18 games and given up 22 goals. And alongside Leo, the offense has been clicking and sizzling. A big part in due to London McDonald and Kyle Hart. London McDonald has 15 goals scored, which is 4th on the North Shore. He's also racked up 13 assists to put him 5th in points, but leading the North Shore now in points is Kyle Hart with 29 total points. Kyle has been on an absolute tear as of late. Scored the game-clinching goal against Winthrop in the last game that we covered. And it's good to see that the Headers are as healthy as they've been all season. McDonald missed the last game with the flu, and Ivan Radovsky, who is an outstanding junior player, he missed the Winthrop game that we covered. But they're both out there on the ice tonight. Number 17, McDonald, plays it here. And keep your eyes out for number 12, Radovsky. Played back to the Headers defense. They'll bring it across center ice and throw it just left of the target. In net for the Chieftains is Dylan Brothers. He missed most of the season with an injury. He got his first start of the season in their last game versus Gloucester as well. Just how the schedule worked out, that both these teams are coming off games against the Fishermen. They dropped that game by a goal. Brothers split time with fellow goalie Jacob Sofranis, who's been playing most of the year for the Chieftains. He's in net tonight. Here's a 2-on-1 breakaway for the Headers. Oh, and they just miss on the far post. Dulac had a chance to tap it home. It was just a bit offline. A bit of a delay on the setup. The puck handler had to stop and spin to get the puck to Dulac. The Headers spread out the goal scoring. I already mentioned McDonald has 15. Hart has 11 to go with his 18 assists. Just absolutely incredible season. There's 29 points in total. Crew Monaco has 9 goals. Radovsky has 10 with 11 assists. Gallo has 8. Basically everybody up and down the Headers lineup can put the puck in the net. And on the back end, there's basically nobody better at stopping the puck from going in the net than Leo Burge. The puck breaks free and it's slapped away by Brothers into the corner. Hart touches it up to the blue line. It gets past the blue line, so the Headers will have to get their skaters back a bit, and McDonald doesn't get back in time, and he's offsides. So the Headers with their 15-2-1 record, as I mentioned, sit number 3 in the power rankings in Division III in the state. The 2 teams ahead of them, Medfield, one of the only 2 losses from the Headers this season. They lost to Medfield 3-1 in a tournament right after Christmas on December 27th. And then the team number 1 right now in Division III is the team they beat in the state final last year at the Garden, the 15-0-1 Nauset Warriors. Medfield also undefeated. They are 17-0-1, ranked 2nd. But the Headers have moved up 2 spots since the Winthrop game. As part of this win streak, they were 5th during that game, now placed 3rd. So we should have at least 1, potentially 2 home games for the Headers here at Rocket Arena, but if they're ranked that high, it could be 1 and then a neutral area game, as the puck went through the neutral zone. Good hit laid by Masco on E.J. Wyman right in front of their bench. Played over 5 minutes so far, scoreless. There's a big hit and a whistle just before it. Monaco, of course it's Crew Monaco, laying the lumber in the corner with Alex Berry, number 12, for Masco taking the worst of it. And we're going to have our first penalty of the game. It's assessed to Masco. Good opportunity here for the Headers to get on the board and control the momentum of this game, which hopefully leads them to the NEC crown, but they also have bigger aspirations than that. Again, hoping to get back to the Garden and repeat as Division III state champs. That puck deflected up in the air, and I think we're going to have a high stick. So we will have a face-off coming. 15 seconds expired already on the power play. Hart lines up for the draw. Both players whiff initially. It's poked back to Sean Dolan. Dolan to Hart, down low. Back to Hart, out in front. He just misses. McDonald picks it up and keeps it in. Back to him. To Dolan. McDonald fires. It's loose in front. Oh, and the rebound is put high over the crossbar by Radovsky, and it ends up out of play. A couple of golden opportunities right there for the Headers, and they can't cash in. Hart back in there against John Miga, the captain for the Chieftains, and we have a whistle. And something's going on with Dylan Brothers, the Chieftains goalie. It looks like he is potentially taking himself out of the game. We'll see what he's skated over to the bench. And he might have hurt himself. He is gonna join his teammates on the Masco bench, and number 30 on the other end of the bench, Nico Santusoso, is trying to get out of the trying to get off the bench. Couldn't get the door open. Now he'll hop over and skate on. I already mentioned Brothers missed all but the most recent game for Masco with an injury, and it looks like that injury may have been re-aggravated already here tonight. In the middle of the power play, Nico Santosucio takes over for Brothers in net. Oh, there's a redirect from Radovsky. That might have gone behind Nico, if not just through the front of the crease. But another spoiled opportunity from close range by the Headers, but they're knocking on the door. Santosucio makes the save. 45 seconds remaining on the power play. McDonald this time onside, keeps it in, drops it down low to Radovsky, back to Hart. Hart back to Radovsky, across in front, they score! Crew Monaco taps it in and makes it 1-0, a power play goal for the Headers. And that was bad timing for Brothers to come out of the game and put a cold goalie into the game and into net, and he gives up a goal immediately. Monaco now into double digits, his 10th goal of the season. Set up by Radovsky, his 12th assist of the year. And that's how you gain momentum and put pressure on Masco to just stay in this one. Excellent start for the Headers tonight. They're looking for more, and that one's loose in front, and oh, that one was almost tapped in. Almost an own goal. Drew Nelson for Masco was chasing it down. He got his stick on it right on the edge of the crease. He had a Headers player with him. Couldn't see who it was. But that was almost quickly 2-0. Feingold goes down as he lays a hit on Preston Abbott, and Abbott takes a shot that goes high and out of play. 6:37 left in the first. And the Headers up 1-0. The Headers are coached by Mark Marfione. Their assistant coaches are Liam Gillis, Tim Kalinowski, and Kyle Koopman. And Kalinowski was interviewed by the Salem News earlier this week and said that his guys, or the guys, are locked in. They know what the task is every single night, and they're really not trying to look ahead, just taking it one game at a time and hoping to get back to the point they got to last year. In front of a TD Garden crowd a few weeks from now. Long way to go before then, though. Got a few games left in the regular season. This is the final home game of the year. They'll play a couple more in a tournament against Triton, Newburyport, and North Andover. Some tough opponents. Burge gets a stick on that one on the top of the crease, knocks it away, and then it's played into the corner. Masco doesn't even try to keep it in the zone. They backtrack. They meet McDonald in the far circle. His shot is blocked. Nice job by Kellen Laramie to keep it in. His shot deflected right on the corner of the goal. Hart has it now. He'll wrap around. He fires into the corner. Big collision between Laramie and a Masco player who is still down. And the referee is calling for the trainer. It looked like 15 potentially. Eric DiPlacido. But it looked like he may have been sort of knocked out on that one. Now back to his knees at least. But he is absolutely shaken up. He and Laramie collided very hard. And that one rung his bell. Marblehead trainer Matty Rowe out to check on him. It's number 11, Jack Fabiano, who will skate off under his own power, which is good to see. And we will see if we see any more of Fabiano tonight after that one. Grabbing at the back of his head. Scary moment there. Luckily, he's able to get up. 5:27 left in the first. 1-0 headers on the Monaco goal. That is one thing about this headers team. They hit you and they hit you hard. That was a pretty good shot attempt on that possession from the headers as well. It was saved, and now we're going to have a penalty. It looks like it's going against Crew Monaco. He knew it. He's in the box for 2. A chance here for Masco to tie things with the man advantage. Exactly 5 minutes on the clock in the first. And 2 on the power play column. Slashing is the call, and they tie it 9 seconds into the power play. That one gets deflected up over Burge's left shoulder and in. What an answer. Tied at 1. A perfect redirect out in front. Popped the puck up over the shoulder of Burge. That gives the Chieftains some life. I think Abbott was the shooter. Here's a rush back towards Burge, and 2 or 3 players hit the net. We'll see if we have a penalty coming. Masco wants one. I don't think we're going to get one. Everybody giving 110% effort right there to get back or get forward. If you're Masco trying to chase down the puck, Burge was outside the crease. And they all just took the net out as the puck went wide. No penalty assessed there, as of course we're back to full strength after the goal. Masco head coach wants an explanation on why his team is not going back on the power play there, as number 16, Dominic Cerundolo, was the one who hit the near post, and he thought he got tripped up. Quick fire off the face-off. Burge makes the stop. Russo, the shooter. So Abbott is the goal scorer for Masco. Russo gets the assist. Hayden Gallo gets checked by 2 Masco players behind the net. The puck pops out, and Hart shoots it up over the goal. Back to Hart. Masco has it. Pass a little bit too out in front of Russo for him to handle. There's a bad pass by Marblehead as they're trying to leave the zone. Ends up in a good opportunity for John Miga to score, but he puts the puck through the crease. He was a little bit too far towards the goal line and didn't have much of an angle to score. 3:33 left in the first, now tied at 1. Both teams with a power play goal here. Sent around the boards, stopped with the glove of Kellen Laramie at the blue line. It bounces around, now gets in the neutral zone, and Masco enters the attacking zone. Not sure if that was a shot or they were just trying to fire it into the corner, but Colin White blocked it. Back down the other end. No offensive possession for Marblehead, and the door opened up. And Noah Feingold put one of the Masco players back on his bench. Puck continues its way underneath the glove of Burge. He safely picks it up, and we'll have a face-off to his right. Feingold, number 10 for the Headers. Just a sophomore, having a very impressive sophomore season. He's yet to score a goal, but has 8 assists. He has the puck here, brings it across the blue line, but lost it off the edge of his stick. Masco's pass out of reach, and that will be icing. .220 left in the period. Ivan Radovsky lines up for the face-off against Malakowski for the Chieftains. Radovsky won it, but the Chieftains poke it up ice. Having to chase it down is Sean Dolan, one of the strongest defensive players in the NEC Conference. You can add the North Shore area to that, and I'd potentially say in the state. He is so good. One of the captains this year. He has 1 goal and 9 assists. And when it comes to defenseman scoring, he is tied for 11th on the North Shore with those numbers. Just outside the top 10. There's a shot on net, a rebound lays out in front. Santu Soso thought he covered it. He didn't. Play continues. Chieftains able to clear. Up ahead, a break for them. Shot by Russo. Burge got a piece by the far post. It goes. Now back out, and it whistles into the corner, and the shot from Will Carey. A whistle will stop play. The Chieftains coach barking out at the officials from the bench. He's already unhappy with a couple of the calls that they've made tonight. That was another good scoring opportunity for the Chieftains right there. Russo was in front of the Headers defenseman, and then it bounced really nicely right onto the stick of Carey. Here come the Headers, and Hart just misses near post. The puck clears to Burge. He closes in on the post and watches it hit the iron, and it's icing. If you're Leo Burge, you got to make sure you're closed down on that post. You can't let any daylight through. That one had eyes. 54 seconds left. An exciting first period. Knotted up at 1. A power play goal for either side. Monaco and Abbott are the goal scorers. McDonald with 15 goals and 15 assists. Played that out in front, looking for someone in the slot. Nobody home for the Headers. Long pass gets by Driscoll. A little too hot to handle for him. Now back to Dolan. Puts his eyes back up ice, connects on a really strong long pass to McDonald. Radovsky out in front, can't connect with Sullivan. Sullivan stops, changes direction. Final seconds of the first, 10 to go. was looking for Radovsky on the far side. He missed him into the far circle. Radovsky into the corner has, no, Masco had their stick knocked out of his hand. Radovsky able to keep his but not get a pass or a shot off. And that will bring us to the end of the first period, tied at 1. Before we hit our break, we'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner and bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. We'll be back with the second period in just a few. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. The second period between the Headers and the Chieftains about to get underway. Tied at 1. Power play goal for either side in the first. Monaco from Radovsky for the Headers to go up 1-0, and then Abbott from Russo. 9 seconds into the Masco power play to even things up. Dylan Brothers started the game for Masco in net. He remains on the bench. It looks like his night is over. Must have re-aggravated that injury. Nico Santusoso was the one who allowed the goal coming into the game while the Headers were on their power play and giving up the goal. And you know Leo would like to have the goal he gave up back. But a great deflection by Masco. Can't take anything away from them to tie the game. And there's a big hit. And Masco comes out of the locker room. That's captain on captain right there. As number 13, Will Carey, lays out Sean Dolan before the puck is iced. Face-off coming to Santusoso's right. Ivan Radovsky to take it for the Headers against Carey. Not much on the draw. Lays back to the Masco defense. Everybody ducks out of the way as it's sent up off the glass and down ice for the second consecutive ice-in call. Pretty good crowd here tonight for this one. Not as big a crowd as we saw for the game against Winthrop, but just as much at stake tonight with the NEC crown. Up for grabs. If the Headers can win the game, they'll clinch it. The win over Winthrop that we last covered put them in position to win the title. They needed that win to do it, as Winthrop had beat them 3-1 earlier in the season. The Headers returned the favor in the home game here a couple weeks back, winning 3-1 here at Rocket Arena. I think we're going to have a tripping call against Masco. Dominic Sarandolo headed to the box for 2 minutes. Both teams scored on their only power plays in the first, so this is the second of the night for the Headers. Let's see if they can have the same result as in period 1. They win the draw. Back to Dolan. McDonald fires. Blocker save and up into the netting. Heck of a save by Santusoso. That had some fire behind it. McDonald's had a few shots on goal tonight, and he hasn't taken anything off any of them. Hart wins the draw, goes and collects the puck himself. To Dolan. Out of reach of McDonald. Masco able to get a stick on it. They're going to try to clear. It bounces off the glass in favor of Masco. Just gets by the outstretched stick of Hart. Goes down ice. Stopped there by Dolan. Hart goes down to help him out. Cross ice pass to Radovsky. He gets rid of it just in time to McDonald. Into the circle. Back to Dolan. Right back to London McDonald. On the goal line, sends it across. Hart fires off the post and in! Off the post, off the back of Santusoso and in. That's a home bounce right there. 2-1 Headers. And Kyle Hart continues his hot streak. Now goals in back-to-back games. He has 12 on the season. That follows up a 3-assist effort in their 5-0 shutout win over Danvers, and he had the game-clinching goal against Winthrop. He is on an absolute tear. Hart playing hockey that you have to love just in time for Valentine's Day. A second power play goal. Masco trying to answer right away. Burge makes the first stop and another, and then it's flipped right past the near post by Sheehan, excuse me. But Masco almost answers immediately.
Assisted by number 17, London McDonald. And number 5, Sean Dolan. Time of the goal, 13:04 in the second period. That's hard for McDonald and Dolan at 13:04.
Dolan and McDonald pick up assists on the Hart goal. That's Dolan's 10th assist of the year, McDonald's 16th for Kyle's 12th goal. And I think I said in the first that Hart was first in points on the North Shore. He's first in assists with his 18. Now has 30 points, which will put him fourth, maybe third now. Came into the game fourth in points. This is played into the slot. Monaco had a chance with it. It was broken up, taken off his stick. Oh, and misplayed by Santu Soso. He was trying to just press that puck back by the net, and instead it took a weird bounce, kind of rolled off the blade of his stick into the crease, and he had to drop down on top of it. And almost slid right between his legs. Again, he did not start the game. Brothers out to injury. The header shot blocked. Brought back into the zone by the Chieftains and then out by the Headers. Nothing going on there on that offensive possession off the block for the Chieftains. Didn't have numbers. Radovsky can't keep it. Out in front, second chance. Burge knocks it away. Sorrentolo just committed the penalty that allowed the second power play goal for the Headers. Had a good shot at the net right out in front. Hard contact in the corner, then along the blue line. And Feingold has his stick knocked right out of his hands. And it looks like Masco's going back to the box. Slash is the call against Colton Russo. Russo picked up an assist on the Masco goal tonight. Now he'll spend 2 minutes in the box. The junior, one of their best players. That takes some talent off the ice from Masco. Headers 2 for 2 on the power play. Looking for a trifecta.
Masco penalty assessed to number 2, Colton Russo. 2-minute minor for slashing.
Masco clears the puck. Here comes Kyle Hart with some speed. Lost the puck inside the far circle. Able to get back to it and send it around. Kept in by McDonald. Dolan. Hart from above the far circle takes a shot. Gets redirected up over the crossbar. Back up top, just from the small Vikings logo. Dolan had it to Hart, across to McDonald, and Santu Soso got a glove on it. Shot might have been wide anyway, but not by much. Pass doesn't connect with Sullivan. He chases after it with 2 red shadows. He gets to it first. took a hit. So did Monaco, back the other way, sets up a 2-on-1 for Masco. Burge makes a save on Driscoll. Played out of the corner, McDonald has it. He'll go right at Driscoll, gets around him. Driscoll heads to the bench, 20 seconds left on the power play. Excellent short-handed opportunity there for Masco. The rebound played by McDonald on the backhand through the crease and into the corner. Off the shot by Hart. Final 10 seconds, and it looks like Masco's gonna get away with this one. That'll be an indirect pass, tough to get to. Laramie can't get there, challenged by Sheehan. In there to help out is Jimmy Ryan. Played out in front, Burge made a leg save, pad save, not sure he ever saw the puck. Back out to the blue line, slap shot. That one's turned in the corner as well. Oh, smooth takeaway by the Headers, and they needed it. Feingold trying to make a move. He lost the puck, but it went right to Teddy Dulac, who fired from the slot. Santu Soso up for the challenge, made the save. Back the other way, Burge makes one, now two saves. Masco goes and gets it. Puts it up off the side of the net. Just outside the crease. Now goes through the top of the crease. Burge gets a piece, and a whistle will stop the frantic play in the header zone as the net got knocked off its post. But the Headers needed that whistle. That looked like things could go bad for him. Prime chances on both ends in that sequence. The clear attempt hits the referee in the back, so it stays with the Chieftains. They control carry with space, fires into the slot, off the skate of Sarandolo, and he just misses once he collects and gets the shot off. Big time shove. Ryan slow to get up. My goodness, he take a hit, big hit. In the last game we covered with Winthrop, there was some bad blood between those two teams. The Headers came out intending to basically bruise and batter every Vikings player that they saw. They've taken a bit off of that sort of game plan tonight. Both teams, I would say, even in the physicality department, both laying it when they can, but no one going out of their way to do it, as it seemed to be the case with the Headers when they were playing the Vikings. That's a big one right there. Dolan lays a shoulder into Berry with a shot on net that Burge turns to the far corner. He keeps his eye on it, slaps the post with his goalie stick, so he's lined up proper. 5 players now around the puck against the boards. Pops into the slot. Slapped with the backhand by E.J. Wyman up into the Chieftain zone. That allows the Headers to change a couple players, but they don't want to get caught too off guard. And that's going to be offsides. Masco hates the call. And the coach for the Chieftains just fell off the bench. He's standing on the back bench. Everybody in uniform standing against the boards in front of him. He fell off the bench arguing that call. He is fired up. He thought his player was onside. From my view, he was offsides by about a skate. But you can tell how bad the Chieftains want this game. Again, the last meeting between these two was just a 2-1 win by the Headers. when they were on the road facing these Chieftains. Same score right now with the Headers leading. Burge comes out to play it, a dangerous play. Miga was bearing down on top of him. Burge comes out of the net to stop that one. Back to center ice. Across towards the scorer's table and sent in. Burge, deja vu, comes out, stops it again. Oh, has to close down on the far post just in time, but he kicked the post off its marker. They'll reset it, and another face-off coming. Burge has to make sure he can get to the puck and get back in the net. That time, he was just there in time. Another half a second, and Masco would have tied this one. And again, as it did in the first period, the clock stopped with exactly 5 minutes left to play in the frame. The face-off won by the Headers. Dolan spins it around towards the blue line. It breaks center ice. Hart has it. He stops, gets pushed off his spot, and a big hit there. And we're going to have a penalty coming. It's going to go against the Headers. Delayed. Back the other way come the Chieftains. Their goalie tries to head off to get a sixth skater on. They're not going to be able to do it as Burge picks it up off the ice, but Masco is going on the power play. Dolan was in there on the hit for the Headers. Monaco will take the penalty. Whether it's on Piper Field or any turf or the ice, Crew Monaco loves hitting people. He basically hit everybody wearing a Winthrop Vikings uniform in the last game we covered. This time, the big hit cost him 2 minutes. Rousseau plays it out in front and they score. Oh boy, 2-2. How about 4 power play goals tonight? That one was less than 9 seconds. Marblehead having a ton of trouble on the penalty kill. Masco's 2 for 2. The Headers are 2 for 3, and we are tied 2-2 with 4:16 left in the second. Excellent pass. I believe Rousseau was the setup man. Didn't catch who tapped it in. We'll find out in just a minute. 16 is what I thought. Dominic Cerundolo. And give a hockey assist to Miga as well. Rousseau was the setup guy. Here's Rousseau trying to take the lead, and Burge makes the save. And that will ice. Leo regaining focus well after giving up the goal to make that stop. Rousseau had a good look. Burge won that battle for the time being. Quite a game unfolding here between the 15 2-1 Headers and the 3-12 Chieftains. That's one of the best things about this sport. Any given night, anything can happen. See it all the time in the pros. When the playoffs come, it's a brand new type of season. A lot of times the underdog has the upper hand as the pressure's on the favorite. And again, a lot of pressure on the Headers tonight as they can win the NEC title with a win. But that may be delayed if the Chieftains can steal it. Great shot from the slot there from the Chieftains. Burge again right there to make the save. Leo with the 1.24 goals against average. Already given up more than that here tonight. Chieftains get around the defense, looking for the wraparound. They put it off the side of the net. Sheehan kind of lost control as he came to the near side of the ice. No icing. Puck goes the length. Sent off the boards by Drew Nelson. Collected by Colin White. His pass over to Dolan, a little bit off. Chieftains able to dump it in. Burge out of the net. Dolan comes to collect it. Passes up ice, gets broken up right around the timeline. 2:10 left. Pass out in front of the slot, deflected up into the netting. Feingold, the shooter, caught a piece of the Masco player in front of him. He was wide open for a moment. Good defense by the Chieftains to hop back in front of that shot. 2:05 left. Monaco not in the box for long, lines up for the face-off here. No, my mistake, that's 9, not 8. That was Wyman to take the draw. Shot by Jimmy Ryan off the glass and the back of the net, kept in by the headers. Got to the top of the circle where the Chieftains took it away and sent it down. Abbott shoots off the post. Out in front, Burge gets a stick on it, knocks it away from Alex Berry. He was standing on top of the crease. That was the only thing Burge could do. Great play by the Headers goalie. 1:10 left in the period. Tied at 2. Here's Hart across the blue line. Monaco waits for him to get there so he's not offsides. Hart shoots it. Santusoso makes the save. Back to Hart. One touch to Gallo. Gallo pinned. Somehow gets out of it. Played out in front to Hart. Santusoso again denies Hart from point blank this time. I don't think Santusoso was confident that he made that save. Sort of looked between his legs. And a shot from the blue line from Carey straight into the glove of Burge. I think that's really the first time tonight Burge has wrapped one up with a mitt. You saw it the whole way. 18.6 seconds left in the second period, tied at 2. What a game. That'll break the blue line. It's not what the Chieftains intended to do. That may bring us to the end of the period. Puck knocked around a bit. And the buzzer sounds. A power play goal in the first period for each team. A power play goal in the second period for each team. It's 2-2 after 30 minutes. We're going to have an exciting 15 minutes coming up in period 3. Maybe potentially overtime. We'll find out. Before we go, we'd like to remind you MHTV is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so if you're enjoying this production of MHS Sports on MHTV, please consider making a donation to us by visiting our website, marbleheadtv.org, and clicking on the donate button there. Stay tuned. The third period coming up in just about 10 minutes. We'll see you then. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. The third period about to get underway between the Chieftains and the Headers, tied at 2. 4 power play goals have gotten us to the point we are tonight. Full strength's no fun. 5-on-4, both teams having trouble defending. Monaco and Hart, the goal scorers for the Headers. Abbott, Cerundolo, the goal scorers for the Chieftains, and the Chieftains have wasted no time on their power plays. They've scored both their goals in the first 10 seconds of each. 10 seconds gone by here in the third, and we have our whistle, or our first whistle of the period, and another face-off coming. See where they put it. Just off center ice, our side. Hart and Carey take it. The Headers back defending the right end of the ice. Chieftains the left end. Cerundolo lost his footing on the fresh ice. And the Marblehead fan section likes to see him spin down. A little pirouette. Off the glass, played by Monaco, touch to Hart. Hart looking in the slot, behind the net, tries to push a pass out in front to Gallo. And it's stopped. And look who's back in net for Masco. Dylan Brothers, evidently shaking off the injury in between the second and third period and given the nod to go back out there. It's a bit surprising. Left the game in the first during the power play, in which Monaco scored to give the Headers the lead. Nico Santusoso has played since then. And Brothers back cold off the ice. And Masco scores! Burge makes a mistake coming out of the net. And Masco makes him pay. That got end to end very quickly. And John Miga, the captain, makes it 3-2 Masco. Well, I mentioned in the second period that Burge was a bit slow getting back in the net when he has come out. And that time, Leo makes a big mistake. And now Masco leads. Doesn't matter if it's the power play or the period change. They are quick to score. That is 1 minute and 18 seconds in. And now they lead for the first time tonight, and that is our first even strength goal.
Time of goal of 13:48 in the third period. That's Miga from Sheehan and Driscoll on 13:48.
Sheehan and Driscoll pick up the assists. And Masco finds themselves in front. The 3-12 Chieftains leading the 15-2-1 Headers, who have won 5 straight and 10 of 11. And need a goal now to tie it. This Chieftains team has not seemed scared or intimidated by the Headers at all. The Chieftains were really late getting on the ice before the game. They were really late getting on the ice before the second period started. But they came out early in the third, and it was the Headers who came out moments before the puck was dropped here for the third period. And if that says something about the mentality of the two teams, it says that the Chieftains were more confident coming into this period than the Headers were. The Headers had a bit more to discuss. And here's another chance. Burge way out of the net to stop this one and cover it. Dove down on it, upended Cerundolo on his way to the puck. And they might put Cerundolo in the box for that. Let's see. It doesn't look like it. Looks like the motion was just to send the players to the bench, not to the box. Well, the Headers could use another power play since they're 2 for 3 on it. They also don't want to give up one. Give the Chieftains another chance at an advantage, as the Chieftains are 2 for 2 on their power plays. The Headers and Burge are coming off a 5-4 win against Gloucester, and the 4 goals was the most they've given up all season in a game. And I don't know, because I didn't see that game. Don't know if Burge was shaky or not, but he has not looked himself tonight. Out of the net again here. Stops it for Laramie. Laramie is met immediately. Shot on net, the second one. Oh, that looked like it went in. It stays out of the net for the time being. The Headers do not want to fall behind by 2 here in the third, but they were dangerously close to doing so right there. Burge usually has the utmost confidence in his defense, the players in front of him. And the defense the same with Leo. But they're shaky on the back end right now. I don't think the Headers expected to find themselves trailing here in the final frame, but that is the case. 10.5 minutes to play. Off the boards, dumped back in by Radovsky, who's been quiet since the first period. He had the setup. They haven't called his name much since then. He had the flu a couple weeks ago. I think he's probably back to full strength. Here's McDonald, who had the flu and missed the last game against Gloucester. This is the full lineup for the Headers tonight. They're healthy and trailing. They have a chance there, and Brothers makes a save, turns it away, and then Masco ices the puck. Under 10 to play in the third. The Headers win, they win the NEC. I'm not sure if they lose, if they don't have a chance at the NEC crown. I'm not sure if it goes to Winthrop or not. However, they don't want that to even be a question. But that means that they need a goal. 1 to tie, they need 2 to win, or at least go ahead. Popped up into the neutral zone and thrown in by Feingold. They'll spin all the way around the boards, just south of the near face-off circle. Collected and played cleanly by Masco, then up ice, out of reach of Russo, right in front of their bench, goes all the way behind the net. Burge comes out again, just gets away. Radovsky got there. He had a shadow. He got it all the way across the blue line. And I believe offsides is the call. Make sure you stick around at the end of the game. Win or lose, we'll pick a Marblehead Sports Shop player of the game. Hart wins the faceoff. Goes and gets the puck. Plays it out in front. Brothers makes a stop on Dolan. High shot. Makes another save, and it's flipped down ice. My mistake, Gallo was the shooter. Really nice setup pass from Hart to Gallo. Brothers with good concentration. His teammates coming to give him some dap for that one. It's a good stop. Face-off won by the Headers. Played along the boards. Two players get tangled up and go down. McDonald a part of that. Pops back in the neutral zone and then quickly ahead, but McDonald's offside, so he has to get back. That allows the Chieftains to play it cleanly. 8:15 left. And they ice it. The Headers got to take advantage of one of these icings. They're getting offensive zone face-offs. They need a good offensive possession. String some passes together and finish. Hart slides in there. He'll go up against Miga, who has broken the 2-2 stalemate with his goal. It's kept in. Gallo chases it. Has a player on his back. Gets pushed off the puck. Now Gallo on the back of Miga. The Chieftains break free with it. They get to about center ice where they lose it. Back to Kyle Hart. Hart sends it in. Hart back on it behind the net. Poor pass from Miga. He's surrounded. Puck doesn't go very far. Knocked down and played out of the circle by Gallo. Gallo back with it on his skates, plays it out in front, and Monaco is denied. Oh, Brothers looks healthy now. Still sort of clutching at his lower back when the whistle blows. Just took his blocker glove off and either made an adjustment to his back pad or pressing on a spot that's bothering him, but again, Masco ices it. They're giving the Headers plenty of attacking zone face-offs. They can't do anything with it. Masco throws it back in with numbers. They get behind the Headers. They had a 3-on-2, kind of turned into a 3-on-1. Burge came out of the net again. This one's redirected out in front on the wrist shot from the far point. Never made it to Burge. Radovsky chases it down in the corner. The pass back to him got broken up. Opened up a chance for Cerundolo for a moment, but he couldn't find it. Cerundolo now chases it down in front of the Headers bench. And we have a whistle that's going to send the Chieftains back on the power play. London McDonald headed to the penalty box for a tripping. Well, this is exactly what the Headers did not want, did not need. Masco 2 for 2 on the power play. They've scored both times within the first 10 seconds, which won't happen here now as the puck goes basically the length of the ice, and now 10 seconds has already expired, but it's a bad situation for the Headers to be in. They have not been good on the PK tonight. They have to be here. This is a crucial 2 minutes, trailing by 1. Burge has to get locked in too, but it opens up a shorthanded chance. A takeaway from Monaco. Can he finish? He does! Shorthanded! Crew, Monaco ties it at 3. Wow, what a change of events right there. Took it away along the near boards, put a move on Brothers, and put it by him. We're tied again. Not the way you'd expect.
Marblehead goal scored by number 8, Drew Monaco.
But Masco remains on the power play.
Time of the goal, 5:53 in the third period. That's Monaco on assist.
Shot from Gallo just outside the circle gets broken up. What a play by Monaco, the captain, the C on his chest for captain and for crew. Putting him on his back there. Most crucial time. 5:15 left in regulation. Tied again. What a game. The header's clear. 40 seconds left on the power play. And Brothers might not have the best mobility with this injury that he has. Here's Hart with a chance. Oh, just wide, near post. Imagine 2 shorthanders. He was about 6 inches away from it. Back come the Chieftains. 2-on-3. The shot is blocked, but a rebound, and the shot off the blocker up into the net. That was ceiling high off the blocker of Burge. Off the stick of Russo. Great block initially. Bounced right to Colton Russo. And excellent concentration by Burge. 3 seconds left on the power play. 3-3. Period 3. 4:27 left. We're back to full strength. The headers can't clear. Sullivan having trouble with it. Burge out to stop the puck, but it bounces by him. Dolan there to help him. Up to McDonald. Here's Sullivan. On the backhand. Got pinned for a moment. He'll get back to the puck. Radovsky plays it down low quickly. Wrist shot blocked. Gets past the blue line. All 5 skaters for the headers are back into the neutral zone. They try to attack again with 3:45 left. Solid hit. Pins Radovsky against the boards. Puts it on target. It bounces out into the slot. McDonald fires from the far side, and it goes into the corner. A sizzling shot from London, but off the mark. McDonald comes out of the mix with it. Off the post! Hart just missed the go-ahead goal. That's twice now he has just missed. That one even closer than before, and that one close as well, far post. Wow, he had a great look and caught the iron. Burge makes a stop and pulls it back into himself. Scoops it with the glove. 2:47 left. Tie game. A clutch play from a clutch team and a clutch player, Kyle Hart. High shot over the crossbar. Masco trying to start the break. Leg save. Juicy rebound over to Carey. He couldn't get the second shot off. Here's Hart up ahead. Outside the circle, sent in front of Dolan. And Dolan is dragged down and has his helmet taken off. Oh, that's crew. Sorry, the 8 looked like a 5. Those bold numbers and the way the jerseys wrap on their back. Tough to tell sometimes. I'm shocked that's not a penalty against Masco. Remain even strength. That shot whistles past the far post. Radovsky, the shooter. Puck breaks above the blue line. Nobody was running with Sheehan to his left. His pass went right to the headers. Feingold able to bring it back in. Feingold from the circle. He just misses. A minute and 30 seconds left. Tied at 3. Icing once again. Face-off controlled by Masco, but they spin it around the boards too hard for it to be controlled on the far side. The players get tangled up in the corner. It's Dolan and Cerundolo that both go down. They'll play through it. A minute left. Burge catches this one cleanly. Referee takes a long time to blow the whistle. Not sure if Leo was going to put it down or not, but not going to take any chances. 46.3 left. Face-off coming in the header zone, and we're going to have a timeout called by the Chieftains.
Timeout, Masco.
Monaco tied it with the shorthanded goal. Make it 3-3, his second of the game. It's been all power play or shorthanded for the Headers tonight. They are lucky it's tied. 46.3 seconds left in regulation. They win the NEC title with a win tonight. As I said at the top, on paper, the Headers should have dominated this one. They have 12 more wins this season than the Chieftains do, but throw those numbers out. What a save by Burge off the faceoff, denying Cerundolo the game winner. Back the other way come the Headers. McDonald for Hart, past the far post. 25 seconds left. Radovsky lays a hit into Carey, jars the puck loose. McDonald chases it down beneath the blue line. He's met there by 3 Chieftains players. Up ice now for Sheehan, final 10 seconds. Russo out in front. Burge makes a save off the blocker, off the glass, it's behind the net. And that is the end of regulation, and we are headed to overtime.
Regulation, Masco 3, Marblehead 3.
It seems like Leo Burge comes up with huge saves at the end of every game he plays in the final seconds. There's another one right there. Masco in perfect position a couple of times, and that final half minute to end it, and Leo won't let them. 5 minutes on the clock, the teams head to their benches, and we head to overtime. The teams will switch ends for the extra frame. Burge heads down to our left. Dylan Brothers, who started the game, left the game, came back in the third, heads down to the right. The game can end in a tie after this 5 minutes, but let's hope we declare a winner, and let's hope they're wearing white. Again, NEC crown on the line for the headers. The pressure's on, and overtime is underway. The Chieftains have it, and the ice has opened up because we play 3-on-3. How fun is this? Preston Abbott brings it in. Save made by Burge. It bounces back to Abbott. Another save by Burge off his glove into the near corner. Russo with it. Russo, his shot is blocked. Sullivan with the block. Up ahead, McDonald. Sullivan in front. It's going to be 4-on-4 out there. Math, not my strong suit. 3-on-3 in college and the pros. Long pass out of reach. And that's icing. It's exactly what the headers needed. It'll bring a face-off down the other end. Cerundolo was breaking free past the blue line. Monaco charged the face-off, skated past the puck. Masco plays it up ahead. Radovsky and Sheehan connected shoulder to shoulder. Goes past the goal line. Burge out to play it in front of the Masco bench. Here's Hart in the slot. Shoots. Oh, it goes behind Brothers, and they clear it out of the crease. He didn't make the save cleanly. It was laying in the crease behind him, and his defense came to help him out. Back the other way. They score. They end it. John Miga, the game winner. Masco stuns the headers. 4-3 in overtime. Miga scores the last 2 goals for Masco to put him ahead 3-2 and then win it 4-3 in OT. The headers had not given up 4 goals this season until their last game, which was a 5-4 win against Gloucester, and now in back-to-back games, Burge allows 4 goals, but this time they come up on the losing end. And for now, the NEC crown is still up in the air. They had a chance right then. Stay tuned in just a minute. We'll return and I'll announce Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. Tonight's Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game is Crew Monaco. Crew scored twice. He had the first goal and the game-tying goal on the shorty. But it wasn't enough as the team drops the game 4-3. But congratulations, Crew, from the Marblehead Sports Shop and MHTV. We'd like to thank the Sports Shop for being our community partner and bringing you the Player of the Game award. And we'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner and bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. That was a fun one, but the Headers come up on the losing end. Once again, the final score, 4-3 from Rocket Arena. For all of us here at MHTV Sports, I'm Jess Burton. Thanks for watching.